Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum
Brahma-vidvaram
Manojavam Marutulya Vegam
I think Swamiji, you are on mute. Swamiji, Hari Om Swamiji. It seems you are in mute.
Oh, okay. Namaskaromi bhaktya tvam prasanna varada bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Gridau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaigamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Nilambujasyamalakomalangam Sita Samaropitavamabhagam Parnau Mahasayaka Charuchapam Namami Ramam Raghuvam Shanatham Vyasam Vasishtanaptaram Shakti Pautramagalmasham Parasharatmajam Bande Shukatatam Taponithim Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanitaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranjaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. So we are on
74 to start.
74.
74 sloka we have to start.
Your number is different, my number is different. My number is 87. Manojavattirthakaro vasureta vasupradaha vasuprado vasudevo vasur vasumanahavihi. Manojavaha. Bhagavan, like Manojavam Marudha Tulya Vegam. You must have heard that. I chant that every time. Speed of mind. Manojavaha. But actually, Bhagavan is faster than mind. He is beyond mind. So, the speed of mind is also His grace. That is how we have to take it. The speed of mind, because you are now listening to me, your mind can travel somewhere. You can go to Houston and talk to your child and come back. So this is a very fast Rojavam. And Bhagavan is beyond mind. Therefore, the speed of mind is also Bhagavat Kripa, Bhagavat. Or you can say like a swift like mind when it comes to helping the devotees. Like Gajendra Moksham story, Bhagavan, it seems, the Kathakaras, they say, when Bhagavan was eating his lunch, at that time, he heard ha, only ha he heard. Immediately he got up and rushed towards the Gajendra. And by the time Gajendra finished Re, Bhagavan was there. And it seems Garuda came and joined him later. So that is called, that swift like a mind for helping the devotees, Gajendra. Manaso javaha vega iva vegosya sarvagadatvat iti manojavaha. Then tirthakaraha. Tirthakaraha. Chadurdasha vidyanam bahya vidya samayanam cha praneta pravakta cheti tirthakaraha. Tirthakaraha here, the tirtha is translated here as vidya, knowledge. So Bhagavan is the author from all vidyas. Here Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written 14 vidyas, and for Vedas and the other auxiliary sciences. But actually, they talk about 64 kalas. Bhagavan Krishna went to Gurukulam and studied 64 days, mastered 64 kalas. So all vidyas, abode is Bhagavan, the teacher of vidya. He is the Jagat Guru, no? Guru Naam Guru, Jagadishwara. And the Pauranikas, they say, Suravairinam Vanchanaya Upadishate. Okay. Sarvaha Shruti Anyascha Vidya Upasthibashate Vedabhakya Vidya Suravairina Vanchanaya Cha Upadishati Pauranika Kadayanti. So Pauranikas, they say, Bhagavan killed an Asura who stole the Vedas and gave it to Brahmaji. So that is the Aitihya in the form of Haigriva. Bhagavan killed Madhu and Kaidaba. That's what Shankaracharya has written. So Madhu Kaidaba story comes in Devi Mahatmyam also. Devi is the one who woke him up from his Yoga Nidra and faced the Madhu and Kaidaba. They were born out of his ear waxes. So it is Vishnu Amsha. That's why they became powerful. So, in the form of Hayagriva, Bhagavan killed and retrieved the Vedas. That is the meaning of that Tirthakaraha. Tirtha. Bahya Vidya Samayana Pranena pravarta cheti tirthakara. Vasureta. Vasu Swarnam Reta Asyeti Vasuretaha. Whose retas, whose seed is now like gold. That is the idea. Vasureta. Swarnam. Vasu Swarnam. Reto Sedi Vasureta. Bhagavan's seed is like golden. Golden seed. So the Lord created the waters and cast into them his power. It became the golden egg, Hiranyagarbha, Brahmanda, okay, Hiranyagarbha, the prime source of Brahma. So Vasureta means seed is that creation, seed is that creates the world. He energizes the Prakriti, that is the idea. He energizes the Prakriti. Don't start imagining there is a seed and all that kind of things. Too much. So Bhagavan is the one who energizes the Prakriti. It is the better. Then Vasupradaha. Here Vasu means Dhanam. There Vasuma Swarnam, gold. Here it is Vasu Dhanam. Prakashena Dadati Sakshat Dhanadyakshoyam Idarastu Tat Prasadat Dhanadyaksha iti Vasupradaha. Giver of wealth, material wealth. Kubera became the lord of wealth through his grace. So Kubera's wealth also is the grace of Bhagavan. But he being the Lord, he gives directly the wealth to his devotees, like Sudhama, etc. See, Sudhama's story that he ate one handful of poha, beaten rice, and with that he transferred half his wealth. The second handful he was going to take, Rukmini caught his hand, saying that, do you want me to go and serve him or you? I said, okay, I forget myself when I see my devotees. Then Vasupradaha. Vasuprada second time. Two names are there. Both the time Shankaracharya gives different meaning. Here Vasu Prakishtam Mokshakyam Phalam Bhaktebhya. So the one who gives moksha to you. So Bhagavan not only give you material wealth, but he gives you spiritual wealth also. So Surarina Vasuni Prashena Khandayanva Pasupradaha. He who cut Vasupradaha. He who deprives Asura's wealth, Vasupradaha. Then Vasudeva. Vasudeva is son of Vasudeva, simple meaning. Vasudevasya Apatyam Vasudevaha. In his incarnation of Krishna, he is the son of Vasudeva. Vasudeva means his father. Vasudeva means son of Vasudeva. Vasuhu. Vasanti sarvabhutani tatra teshu vayamapi vasatiti vasuhu. The refuge of all being dwells in him, and he in them. Vasu, Vasuhu, Vasudevaha, Vasuhu. Or the Tikagara gives, he conceals his nature by Maya. Chadayatyatmanaha surupam mayeti vasuhu. Vaste achadayatyatmanaha surupam mayeti va vasuhu. Vasumanaha, Vasumanaha. Vasumanaha Avisheshena sarveshu vishayeshu vasati iti vasu. Tadasham manosyeti vasumanaha. So Bhagavan resides in everything. He is omnipresent. You can say his mind is omnipresent. He remains in all objects without this distinction. So that is why we should say always, there is a Subhashidani, Priyavakya Pradhanena Sarve Tushyanti Jandavaha Tasmat Tadeva Bhaktavyam Vachaneka Daridrada. So, Priyavakya Pradhanena Sarve Tushyanti Jandavaha. Not only Sarve Tushyanti, you are also happy, and the Lord residing in you will be also happy. And Vachaneka Daridrada, what is the miserliness in using these good words? Daridrada, poverty, in using kind words. What is, you don't spend money or anything, you just talk nicely. How are you? If somebody come and see you, you should be able to say at least, hello, how are you? Nowadays, because of the COVID, people are afraid of each other. Somebody come to talk to you, you are scared. The world has come to that state now. Vachaneka. So Ramchandraji's character, it is said, Agravashi. He always asks first. He doesn't wait for other person to say hello. Our Indian mind is like that. He wait for the other person to ask. He will not initiate. These are all qualities we have to develop. So omnipresent, he is everything. Brahmarpanam Brahmagavihi, he is everything. Bhagavan is everything. That's why Vishwasrama starts with that Vishwam Vishwashatkaraha. He is the whole creation. There is nothing to be rejected since he is everything. Havihi, oblation. That is the meaning of it. Marpanam Brahma Havihi is Havihi. Havihi. Vasumanaha, omnipresent mind. He is everywhere. And Bhagavan is everything. Havihi. Havish is also Bhagavan. The person who is pouring the Havish is also Bhagavan. And to whom it is indicated, the gold, Gandavyam, that is also Bhagavan. Fourth chapter it is there. 24th verse, I think. Yeah. Sat Gatihi, Sat Kritihi, Sat Gatihi, the refuge of the good. Sati Gatihi Buddhihi, Samat Krishta Asya Diva Sat Gatihi. So, Sati Gatihi. So that if a person knows Brahman exists, then the wise call him good. Asti Brahmedi Chet Veda Santamenam Tato Viduidi. So Satyadihi, the people when they die, we write, may he attain Satyadi. That is one simple meaning. But here, all the good Satam, those people who are Satpurushas, their Gati is Bhagavan. Their goal is Bhagavan. Now, Satkritihi, of good acts, as the protector of the universe. Oh, I see. That is the next verse, right? Shankaracharya completed 700 names. He took 2 names from the next verse. Satkadis, Satkritis, Satta, Sadbhutis, Satparayanam, Shuraseno Yadusreshtaha, Sannivasassuyamunah. Satta. So Sadgati, Satkritihi, I have already given you the name, meaning. Satkriti means good acts, the protector of the universe. He does a good job. Satkriti. Jagat Rakshanadi Lakshana Asya Yasmat Tena Satkriti. Sati Kriti. That's Satta. Satta means being. Sajatiya Vijatiya Sugada Veda Rahita. Anubhudi Satta. Ekameva Dvitiyam. That which is devoid of differences, like Sajatiya, same species, Vijatiya, different species, Sajatiya means like cow, same species, cow. Different cows are there, but cows. Cows are one. Like human beings are one species. Vijatiya, human being and animal, two different species. Then within one man also, Sugata Vedam. Head is different, hand is different, leg is different, like that. All these differences are not there in whom? That is Bhagavan. Ekameva Advitiyam. There is only one without a second. Sat Bhutihi. Sanneva Brahmatma Chidatmakaha. So real abiding prosperity. Sat Bhutihi. Sat Parayanam. The supreme goal of the good. Of the good here means Sat, the one who knows the truth. Or Parayanam, supreme goal of Sat Purushas. Or the one who knows Sat. Sat is what? Satchidananda. When you say Sat, it is infinite, at once all pervasive. Satparayanam. Shurasenaha. Shurasenaha. Oh, here Bhashyara write Hanumat Pramukhaha Sainikaha Shauryasalinaha Yasyam Senayam Sa Shura Sena Yasya Saha Shura Senaha. See the one who, it is referring to Bhagavan Ramchandraji's incarnation. The one whose army were such valiant heroes like Hanumanji. When he incarnated himself as Rama. So like valiant heroes in Rama Ravana Yuddha, if you read Ramayanam, then you will know. Valmiki gives the name of each one. Nala, Neela, Hanuman, Jambava, Angada, Kesari, they were all great warriors. And Bhagavan commanded all of them. Shurasenaha. Then Yadushreshtaha, the chief of Yadus. The Yaduvamsha only Bhagavan Krishna belongs. So he was the chief of all Yadus. Like Raghuveer. Here also Yadushreshtaha. Sannivasaha. Satam vidusham ashrayaha sannivasaha. Satam vidusham ashrayaha sannivasaha. Noble people take shelter in the Lord, abode of the wise. Sannivasaha. So Srinivasaha we already did Srinivasaha. So here Satam, so Sannivasaha. Suyamunaha. Yamuna, relating to Yamuna, Suyamunaha. Sushobhanaha, Yamunaha, Yamuna, Sambandinaha. Devaki, Vasudeva, Nanda, Yashoda, Balabhadra, Subhadradeha. So, related to Yamunaji, because Bhagavan, when he growing up in Vrindavan, he sported near the Yamuna Tat, the banks of Yamuna, Rasa Krida, etc., and Kali Mardanam. All these are all, and all those people who are connected to that is indicated by the word Suyamunaha, or simply lived near Yamuna. That is also okay. Here Shankaracharya writes, Gopa Veshadhara Yamunaha Pariveshtaraha Padmasanadeho Lokapalaha Shobhana Asyediva. All the people who came down in the form of Yadus, they were all gods, including Brahmaji. All cowherds are Brahma and other devas in human form. That's why Yadavas were very powerful. Afterwards, Bhagavan himself was worried. If I go, leave this birth, what will happen to these Yadavas? They become powerful. Then to destroy them, I had to take another avatara. He said he doesn't want to come back. So he finished it before he left. And Gandhari also gave Shapa to him. One accepted that. Thank you very much, he said. Continuing. Bhuta vaso vasudevaha sarva sunalayo nalaha darpaha darpado drupto durdharo dhaparajidaha. Bhuta vasaha. Bhuta vasaha means dwelling place of all beings. Bhuta vasaha. Bhutani atrabimukhena vasanti iti bhutavasaha. As the being live in you, you are named Bhutavasa. Harivamsha talks about it. Vasudevaha. Vasudevaha. Earlier also it came Vasudeva. There we said Vasudeva's son. But here Shankaracharya gives, it's repeated, that name is repeated. So he gives a different meaning. Jagat achchayedi mayayedi vasuhu saeva deva iti vasudeva. Jagat achchayedi. The one who envelops the universe with Maya. Maya is this world. It's a way of saying it, that's all. Chadayami jagat vishwam bhutya suryam ivam shubhihi. Mahabharata. I pervade the whole universe by my glory, like the sun with its rays. Sarvasu nilayaha. Asu means prana. Nilayaha means abode. So abode of all pranas. All pranas exist in him. Prana also means jiva. So all jivas exist in him. Sarvam eva asavaha prana jivatmake yasmin avyaye niliyante na sarvasu nilayaha. Prana is a lakshana of life, but that prana itself is dependent upon Paramatma for its existence. That's why we have Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Kosha. So Pranamaya is only one kosha. It is depending upon Paramatma. Analaha. Alam Paryapti Shakti Sambadam Na Asya Vidyata Iti Analaha. The one who never says enough is Analaha. So another word is also for Vayu, Anilaya, Anilaha. Manilayam Asyasya Anilaha. Here it is Alam. You will never say enough. Fire is like that. Forest fire. Whatever fire it consumes, still it keep on asking for more. So it never say enough. That is Analaha. And that power is also Bhagavan. Lord himself is that power. People say, where is Bhagavan? We'll ask, tell them, the power of fire. Who created it? The oxygen that you are breathing, carbon dioxide you are breathing out is taken by the trees. Those trees, who created it? All the mountains, anybody planted the trees? And who look after it? Watering and all that. The Lord take care of all that for us. Still we are ungrateful. Say, where is God? Analaha. Darpaha. Dharma viruddhe pati. Tishtadam darpam hantidi darpaha. Ha means destroys. Darpa means pride. The one who destroys pride. In Bhagavatam, there are so many stories are there. Darpaha. Lord Krishna found that Bhima is developing ego because he is very powerful, 1,000 elephants strength. He developed a little darpa. And whenever a devotee of Bhagavan developed pride, ego, Bhagavan put him in such situation where his ego gets punctured. So he went one day, Draupadi and Bhima was relaxing. At that time a flower came in the wind Saugandhika flower. And that was so fascinated. She was so fascinated with the beauty of the flower and the fragrance. And he said, please get me some more flower. And Bhima was ever ready to please her. Immediately he set out in search of the flower. And Bhima has got one particular habit. He goes straight. There is no detour for him. Straight. So if there is a tree, he will pull that out. If there is a rock, he will pulverize it. That is how he does. So Hanumanji knows that. Bhagavan has informed Hanuman also. Hanumanji knew this boy is coming. He doesn't know the danger that he's going to face. Because this flower is from the Yaksha's place, Kubera's garden. So if he go alone, he will be killed. So you should save him. So Hanumanji took an old monkey's form and lie down on his path, keeping the tail on his path. And Bhimsena came immediately. This tail is lying down on the path. Even though Bhimsena was proud and all that, but still he has got the etiquettes. Because he was brought up in the royal family. Naturally, he has got some etiquette. That he should not jump. When a person is lying down, you should not jump over him. Unlike our kids here, they don't care. So, he was stopped. Hey monkey, move away. I am old, I can't move. And he insisted. Finally, Hanumanji said, if you want to move my tail and go. And Hanumanji, Bhima tried to move the tail with his mace first. The mace broke. Then he tried with one hand. Nothing happened. Both hands he tried to pull. Nothing happened. Not even an inch he could move. And hitting the tail, he fell down on his nose. Then he realized, cannot be an ordinary monkey. Are you Hanumanji? He asked, yes. I know you are going to get into trouble. Therefore, I came to help you. And he requested Hanumanji to show his Parvatakara Sharira, Samaya Bhankara. So, Bhagavan showed him the form. And then he requested that Mahabharata war time, he should come and help us. That is how he got into the chariot of Arjuna. So Darpaha. So like that, Garuda also had Darpam. That also Bhagavan used Hanumanji to remove the Darpam. Even Balrama had Darpam, it seems. That also Bhagavan used Hanumanji to remove, because Hanumanji is very humble. Even though he has all the power. That's why in Sundarakand there is a passage where this Ravana spies go back and report the strength of Bhagavan Ramchandraji's army. And he reports saying that monkey who came here and burned the Lanka and killed your son is the weakest among them. He says. Because Hanumanji looks very simple, he doesn't make noise. So this spy thought that he is the weakest. Darpaha. Now next one is Darpadaha. Give respect. Here Darpa means not pride. Give respect to his devotees. Dharma Vartmani Vartamananam Darpam Dadaditi Darpadaha. So the giver of pride means here give respect. He does not allow the Tikagara says, he does not allow his devotee to become proud. Driptaha. Driptaha or adriptaha. Adriptaha means free from pride. Driptaha means exalted, ever enjoying the bliss of self. Durdharaha. Durdharaha. न शक्या धारणा यस्य प्रणिधानि दिशु सर्वो भाति निर्मुक्तत्वात् तथापि तत्प्रसादतः कैश्चित् दुःखेन धार्यते हृदये जन्मान्तरसहस्रेषु भावनायोगात् तस्मात् दुर्धरः. It's very difficult to contemplate upon Bhagavan. क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिरवाप्यते. 12th chapter Bhagavan gives people who are trying to contemplate on the Nirguna Swarupa of Bhagavan is very difficult. Kleshaha adhikatarattesham avyaktasakta. So that is very difficult. Those people who are trying to contemplate upon the Nirguna Swarupa of Bhagavan, it is very difficult for them. दुःखेन धार्यते हृदये जन्मान्तरसहस्रेषु भावनायोगात्. Thousands of lives, prayatnam, effort is required in order to behold him. Durdara. Aparachitaha. Na antare ragadibhihi bhahyirapi dhanavadibhihi chatrubhihi aparachitaha. So, enemies cannot conquer him. The enemies within and without, both. Antare ragadibhihi bhahyerapi dhanavadibhihi. So, inside ragadveshas, desires, etc., it cannot conquer him. Outside demons, dhanavas, etc., they cannot conquer him. So desires, etc., cannot defeat him. Aparajitaha. Continuing. Vishwamurtirmahamurtidiptamurtiramurtiman Anekamurtiravyaktashatamurtishatananaha. Vishwamurti. Vishwamurtirasya sarvatmakatvad iti Vishwamurti. Bhagavan is universal form. Vishwam is his form. Murti means form. Vishwamurti. So the whole creation is his form. That's why Virat Rupa Varnana is given in Bhagavatam, in Gita also, everywhere. Even Ramayana also. Somebody said Ramayana, everything about Rama is told, but his height was not told. He says. So Mandodari tells Ravana, Pada Patal, Sisha Aja. Something like that. His feet is Patal and head is Brahmalok. Now you can calculate how high Rama is. Sisha Ajadhara, yes. Vishwamurti, Mahamurti, same meaning, great form. Shesha Paryang Shainosya Mahati Murtiriti Mahamurti. When he is reclining on the huge Shesha couch, great form. Yes, great form. The Shesha means you remove everything, what is left is called Shesha. When the whole creation is removed and negated, what remains? Time and space remains. Pralaya Kalam, what remains? Space is there. You can't remove space. Because Pralaya happened in space only. And time also. Because Pralaya also time bound. That is why in Matsyavatara time Bhagavan traveled in the Pralaya Jala. Thousands of years it seems. Matsya Purana, it is very detailed description is there, question answer session. So Mahamurtihi. Deeptamurtihi, blazing form. Deepta Jnanamayi Murtihi Yasyeti. Swechaya Grihita Tejasi Murtihi. Radiant Tejas form. That's why in Gita that Sanjaya gives description to Dhritarashtra. It is like thousands of sun have risen at one time. That is a brilliance. Because you have to see, Dhritarashtra was a born blind king, blind person. And to make him understand, you have to use certain language. Otherwise, he will not understand. So, bright like sun, he must have heard. He has not seen sun, but he must have heard about it. So he multiplied into 1,000. Diptamurtihi. He possesses the brightness of 1,000 suns. Amurtiman. Formless. At the same time, formless. Vishwamurti, Amurtiman. Both. Opposite. Because form is because of what? Karma nibandhana murtirasya na vidyate iti amurtiman. Form is bought by karma. And Bhagavan is not bound by karma. All of us jivas, we are born, taken a particular form because of our karma. Why you are born as a man, but the other person is born as a woman. And there are people born as what do you call nowadays? Neither man nor woman. That is also karma. Think about their life. It is karma phalam. Bhagavan is not bound by any karma, therefore he has no birth. Amurtiman, no particular form he takes. Even if he takes form, it is swechaya. Swechaya. His own wish. It is not controlled by Maya. And it is said, Bhagavat Avatara, when he takes form, it is not made up of the Panchabhutas that we enjoy. That is why you never hear Ramchandraji got sick. He was hospitalized. Krishna never got sick. The way he was eating butter and all that, no cholesterol problem. He never aged also. 125 years he lived, but as young as before. Amurtiman. Aneka Murti. Many forms. In the form of avatars. Bhagavan taken many avatars. There are different type of avatars also there. Amshavatara, Aveshavatara, Nityavatara. So these are all different type of avatars. Partial, Amshavatara. Avesha, the spur of the moment, he appears and disappears like Narasimha and all that. And Varaha Partial avatara is like Parashurama. Then Purna avatara is like Ramchandraji, Lord Krishna, these are all Purna avatara. Aneka Murti. Avyaktaha. Absolute nature is unmanifest to our senses. Avyaktaha. यद्यपि अनेकमूर्तित्वमस्य तथापि अयम् ईदृश एवेति न व्यञ्जत इति अव्यक्तः. Even though his original nature is avyaktaha, even though he has got so many forms, the whole creation is his form, but this is his form, you cannot definitely say. Since all forms are his, he is all forms. So you cannot say only this. So all those fanatics, Semitic religion, etc., they say my God is only this. That is limiting Bhagavan. Shatamurtihi. Nana Vikalpaja Murtayaha Samvidagade Santi Shatamurtihi. Many forms, Shatamurti, hundreds of forms, Shatamurti. Shatananaha. Vishwadimuktittvam yadaha ada eva shatananaha. So Sarvatapani, 13th chapter Bhagavan, Sarvatapani Padam das Sarvadokshiromukam Sarvadashudimalloke Sarvabhavatadashtadi. So all the faces are his face only. All hands are his. Hundreds of eyes or faces. Okay, we will stop here. We have done 724 names. 7th century Madhya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.